Hello everyone, welcome to the how-to on setting up pre-emergent sprays or blanket sprays with the WeedSelector system. So first, when you turn the machine on, it brings up the user interface. We're going to hit spray data, which is the spray diary. So put in the operator name when the person starts the job, hit next. You've got your weather information, either fill that out, or if you don't record that data, then you can leave it blank. Hit next. The date and time are automatically set in there, so it knows what time zone you're in, and the date's automatically put there. The time is also automatically set. Then we're going to be doing a blanket spray, so we'll hit the blanket spray button, go next again, and then products. So if you're doing a multiple product spray, you can write them all in there and make sure to use a comma and a space to separate them so that we can identify what chemicals you're doing. It also says that in the little text box there as well. Then once you put in chemicals, it'll come up with mixing rates, so in liters per 100 liters, and you can choose a different mixing rate for each chemical you've put in there. Then we've got your chemical rate in liters per hectare, so put that in, and then your application rate in liters per hectare. So let's say we're doing 450 liters a hectare. Hit next, and then nozzle rate. This is a optional section for blanket spraying. It is important for spot spraying to have the nozzle rate in liters per minute, so we know how much is being sprayed. So hit next. And then your tank volume. So the tank volume will be remembered in there from factory. If you've got the same tank, same spray cart, whether you've got multiple spray carts or just one, we'll know that from the start and it remembers it. So if you change it next time, it'll be whatever the last sprayer you had in the system. And then the comments. So put whatever comments you're in, you can clear them all, and write in any extra information like what nozzles you're using, any specific weeds you're targeting and things like that. Then hit next. Now this is where it comes to pressing start recording. So start recording will now start the job. So hit that. Now recognize that the main spray button has now become red, which means it's off, and the sections are off as well. So here for rate control, we've got our target. When we start spraying, it'll have an output as well as speed. So the system will, depending on what sections you've got open and where you're going, it will be colored in green or yellow or red, and that will just tell you whether you're within 10%, within 15%, or within 20% of your target rate. You can also edit the rate of the target rate at any time in the job. Hit that button there, come in here, tap on the text box, you can clear it. Let's say we wanted to bump up to 500 liters a hectare, then go save target, and then it's changed there on the screen. We've also got in the system where the GPS point on the map will map in the colors of what rate you're in as you go, so you can see how the system's doing, and that display button of the output chemical rate will also color change as well. If you've emptied a tank, you've got a fill tank button. So let's say we were down to 1,000 liters and we went back to fill the tank. We can go fill tank, and then it goes back up to 2,000 liters. Now, at any point in time, if you've started a new spray diary in a new patch, and we've got and somehow it's reset back to full, but your tank level says otherwise, you can hit edit level, go to the current level, edit that. Let's say we used half a tank, so we've got say 1,050 liters left. Hit save values. That then comes up in the screen as what you've actually got. In addition, we've also got how much chemical you've actually used throughout the whole job. It doesn't relate to each tank that you do, so that is all done there. Once you're out in the field, Then when you come to your patch or your orchard, to turn on and off, this is your main on button, so that'll turn all of the sections on. See now how when we've turned the sprayer on, we now have the output reading. You can also set different sections, so that will mean we're only spraying on the front or the wings under canopy. If you've gone and set your sprayer up like this and you get to the end of the row, you're only spraying with your under canopy boom, not the middle, you can hit your main off. That turns the sprayer off. Do your turn, come back into the row, hit the main button, and that comes up with the same sections you've had selected. And then finish. Once you've done your spray diary and your spray job, then you can hit spray data again. That then stops recording. That job is then in the system on the sprayer, ready to be uploaded to the dashboard. You'll see this green upload button flashing. That means that you've got spray diaries and spray maps to upload to the system. Once you're back at your office or the shed and you come back into Wi-Fi connection, you can hit that button and then give it a second and it will now say uploaded spray diary.